So right now, the Sheikh of Saudi Arabia, His Excellency Turkey El-Sheikh, has just called out Canelo, saying, Canelo, we are ready. We've been waiting. There's February, there's September. Well, obviously, Canelo is fighting in September, but all the other dates that are passing that. In other words, what I'm really trying to say and convey with this message is that the Sheikh has pulled the punk card of Canelo. Now, I got to tell you, there's been a lot of controversies that went on with the Saudis when it comes to them coming into boxing. For one, the main controversy that they have going on is the simple fact that there's the accusations of sports washing that many people have a problem with, especially if you have a certain political grievance of some sort. The other aspects of how they treated journalists in the past, right? These are some of the things that many people will criticize Saudi Arabia for. But this is not a political channel, even though I try to explain certain political topics. This is a combat sports channel. And as a combat sports channel, quite frankly, we really have nothing but positive things to say about the Sheikh and what he's done for the sport. In particular, one of the biggest things that he's done for the sport is literally call out the punk card of any boxer out there that claims they will fight anybody at any time. And I think Canelo is the first one that we're experiencing out of that situation of having your punk card pulled. He's asking for Crawford and Canelo, the Sheikh. Why are we not getting it? Certainly not from the side of Terence Crawford. I could picture Terence Crawford after tonight calling out Canelo. That's a possibility. Or sometime down the road, right after this fight with Madrimov. But I don't see any motivation on Canelo's part. Now, here's the thing. To be fair, Canelo has a lot going on in his life in terms of a lot of people really calling him out. Many people out there wanting a piece of him. And why not? He's the biggest name in boxing. Everybody should be calling him out for one reason or another. So he's busy. Now he's got this fight with Edgar Berlanga. Now people are upset because they want him to fight David Benavidez. The Sheikh has talked about putting a fight with David Benavidez and Canelo, but for whatever reason, Canelo decided to pick Edgar Berlanga, perhaps maybe to rekindle that Puerto Rico versus Mexico boxing rivalry. But is Edgar Berlanga really the appropriate opponent for that, in the way that Miguel Cotto in his prime was an appropriate opponent for that Mexico versus Puerto Rico type of card? Nonetheless, the biggest positivity that we can give the Saudis coming into boxing is that they are really, really hell-bent on making every fight possible. And as a result of that, we're getting not only Francis Ngannou fighting these freak show fights with real actual boxers such as Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, but we're also getting the fights that we've been wanting to see for a long time. Just like all these undercards that we are witnessing right now. Martin Bakole just beat Jared Anderson. And as a result of that, we would have never imagined that that's how we would have seen this top prospect go on with his career. But just like what the Sheikh said earlier, you're still young, you can keep it going, and you will be back, because this is the sport of boxing where highly competitive fights are going to happen because of the money that the Saudis are willing to facilitate. So now Canelo got his punk card pulled by the Saudis. And now they're exposing him as a duck. But is he? Is he going to call? Is he going to answer the call? We have to be fair. He's got a fight coming up in September. On top of that, Terence Crawford is still coming off of a fight. By the time this video drops, obviously, Terence Crawford would have already fought, and we would assume that Terence Crawford wins this one, as what many experts are predicting. But nonetheless, this is the greatest era of combat sports due to the fact that you have a bunch of trillionaires calling out boxers that say that they really want to get in there with anybody at any time. But do they really? Especially when they have the money and the means to put the money where their mouth is. But now it's just up to Canelo to answer that call. But will he? Either way, answer the call, like and subscribe. I will see you guys on the next content, inshallah.